Don't buy that. I've used it and the battery ran out much faster than I expected.
Have you had first-hand experience?
They were having a buy one, get one free promotion, so I got it right away. But contrary to what the home shopping broadcast suggested, its performance was very poor.
Could you please elaborate?
Well, first off, once it touches the water, it begins to malfunction severely. Also, it can never reach the molars. Its rotation rate is very low as well.
I can't make a decision. Are you the type that's usually satisfied with the purchases you make through home shopping?
It depends on the product. Sometimes I've regretted over hasty purchases, while other times I've bought something just for the free gift.
They say they will stop taking calls in 5 minutes. I'll think about it over the remaining 5 minutes and then make a decision.
Were you able to follow along? I hope you're taking notes as we go along, because that's one of the best ways to learn these sentence structures when it's new to you. Practice makes perfect. And speaking of practice makes perfect, we want to utilize one sentence structure in different, more expressions so you can remember better. Let's first go back to the screen and see what expression we want to highlight today. 남은 5분간 생각해보고 결정하겠습니다. 자, 오늘의 expression은 생각해보고 결정하다입니다. 생각해보고 결정하다. So, I hope you remember, because we just went over this. I'll 생각해보다. I'll think about it. I'll think about it. Over the 남은 뭐였죠? remaining. I'll think about it over the remaining 5분간 5 minutes. 그리고 결정하다. 그 다음에 결정해야죠. And then 결정하다 make a decision. I hope you were able to catch that. We just went over it quite literally. So one more time, repeat after me. I'll think about it over the remaining 5 minutes and then make a decision. And of course, you can utilize the same format and apply to different expressions, so you can use it with different sentences as well. Second example is 직접 제품을 사용해보고 결정하겠습니다. 자, 직접 제품을 사용하다는 I'll try out the product. 아까 배운 거는 I'll try out the product firsthand. 뭐 이런 expression도 배웠죠? But simply put, you could just say I'll try out the product as well. But the key point here is 사용해보고 결정하겠습니다. And then make a decision. Same format, right? I'll try out the product and then make a decision. All right, another example, please. And this one's a little bit more tricky because the format of the sentence is kind of moved around. 유심히 관찰하고 결정하겠습니다. 관찰하고, after careful examination. 자, 여기서는 you're changing the tense of the sentence around. What could you say? I will make a decision. I'll make a decision after careful examination. One last time, the entire sentence has I'll make a decision after careful examination. Okay, with that, we are ready to move on to Twitter Writing 140, so everybody follow along. Twitter Writing 140 is where we take some of your wonderful tweets and help you translate them into a more smoother sentence structure so it's easy for us to talk about over Twitter, of course. Now let's listen to what you have to offer, so listen carefully, everybody.
아이 쇼핑만으로도 행복해하는 아내를 보면 아직도 소녀 같다는 생각이 든다.
쇼핑을 하지 못하는 스트레스 때문에 소리 질렀다.
It's always interesting to see where people stand on just one very simple subject, and a man's perspective and a woman's perspective is always Very different. So let's take a look at our first example, please. 아이 쇼핑만으로도 행복해하는 아내를 보면 아직도 소녀 같다는 생각이 든다. I think this is quite true. No matter what age, a female is still a female. Now you have, eye shopping makes my wife happy. This makes me think her as a girl. Now this is a solid attempt, but one thing I want to start out with. Eye shopping. I told you that this was Konglish last week. It's, as opposed to, window shopping. I hope you remember because it's in a display case. It's called window shopping. Window shopping, 아직도. She's still, I mean, she was always this way, but she's still like this. So let's highlight that. Window shopping, still, makes my wife happy. Happy, great. But what? This makes me think her as a girl. Now, this is a solid attempt, but she's always a girl. You're always aware that she was female. So I think it would be better, and I recommend a stronger verb, which is reminds. Because you're reminiscing about her youth, right? So this reminds who you, me, of her. 뭔가 소녀 같다 이런 거는 girl이라는 표현보다는 젊었을 때, youth 이런 표현이 더 어울리는 것 같아요. Youth, 젊었을 때. So altogether you could have window shopping still makes my wife happy. This